nice stairs.
I'm so tired, Mom.
Welcome back to the channel. I am so excited to bring you guys along with us on our family camping trip this year. We are going to Yogi campground in Bostic, North Carolina. So we will see you guys there. Our first stop was the registration station where we picked up our location, our map, and we also were able to pick up our golf cart for the day. I will recommend that if you do visit this campground, you use a golf cart. We were able to do almost all of the activities because we were able to get there with our golf cart rather than walking everywhere, which prevented us from being exhausted just from getting to the activities. Additionally, to be honest, the golf cart ride was probably our kids' favorite part, so definitely get a golf cart if you're in the campground. The kids will enjoy it, and you will enjoy not having to walk all over the place as well. Once we picked up our golf cart, we were able to explore all the amenities located inside the campground, which was pretty fun and kind of gave us an idea of where we were going to go and plan out each day ahead of time. We stayed at one of the red carpet tent sites, which is really close to the lake where the Whibbit is on. The Whibbit is that giant inflatable you guys are looking at now. They also have an area where you can just kind of swim in the lake, but it was really fun picking up the golf cart and going around and seeing where the amenities were because it helped us plan our day out for the next few days, as well as gave us an idea of how far away each activity was. Luckily for us, our campsite had direct access to the main road that goes along the lake. This road actually gets you from the Whibbit all the way to the splash pad and the pool. Along the way, we passed the designated area for fishing, and that is this area right here. So if you are a fan of fishing, this would be the spot where you would want to set up your fishing gear. Coming up next is the mini golf area as well as the gem mining area. At the top of the hill, you will come across the ranger station, which is also a store. This is where you will get your tickets for the Alpine coaster. There's also a cafe attached as well as a bar, and it is right next door to the pool and splash pad. And as we approach the splash pad parking area, you should be able to see the playground as well as the jumping pillows. Now for the lodging, we actually booked a red carpet tent site and we brought along 2 tents. Our small tent is our storage tent where we kept all of our excess food as well as other supplies. And then this is our main tent, which is where we slept for the night. Our site included an electric hookup as well as a fire pit and a charcoal grill. There was also a water spigot right next to our tent site, so we did have access to running water for drinking and dishes. Even though our site did include a charcoal grill, we weren't sure about the weather, so we brought our propane gas grill, which we ended up using for cooking and coffee.
It's nice and hot.
Are they good?
It's chocolate milk. It's really, really hot.
Yeah. Our tent site was not accessible by vehicle, so the golf cart came in handy when it came to packing and unpacking all of our supplies. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of the bathrooms, but if you look behind the wooded area, that cabin is actually the showers and the bathrooms, so we were actually pretty close to all of the amenities. They also have trash dumps throughout, so whenever you're leaving, you have a place to drop off all of the trash you accumulated throughout your trip. We stayed at the campground for 3 days and 2 nights, and on day 1, we decided to check out the lake. We had set up our tent site, which took a lot of effort on a really hot day, so after being drenched in sweat for the first part of the day, we couldn't wait to hop in the lake. The Whibbit was a lot of fun, however the plastic can get pretty hot, so the best part of the Whibbit was actually falling into the cold water. If you're not big on being on hot plastic in the middle of the day, they also have water rentals. So if you are interested in kayaking or doing anything else on the water, they do have options available to you. They also have this giant chessboard, and my daughter has recently picked up on chess, so she got to play a game against my husband while we were there.
Back.
Where are we going, Arabella?
We're going to the pool.
To the pool? Penelope, you ready for the pool?
Yeah.
On day 2, we decided to check out the splash pad and pool, so we woke up early and got there first thing, which was actually really nice. The pool was completely empty, but it was heated, so it was warm enough for us to jump in. Additionally, the entire pool is 3 feet tall, so if you have little ones, it kind of gives you peace of mind to just let them roam and play without having to consistently keep eyes on them. There's also lifeguards and plenty of staff on duty, so overall, we felt pretty safe with the kids splashing around and having fun without us having to be right next to them the entire time. There's also not 1 but 2 hot tubs located right next to the pool area as well. After spending a few hours in the pool, we decided to go over to the splash pad. The splash pad is not heated, so the water is a little bit colder. So I would say ideally you don't want to go to the splash pad until the middle of the day when the water has had a chance to heat up. We also got to check out the souvenir store, which is also an amenity store. They have toiletries and cooking supplies, so if you forgot anything, you don't have to worry about leaving the campground. After a long day of splashing in the water, we decided to treat ourselves to some ice cream, which the girls really enjoyed. The evening of day 2, we decided to check out the mini golf. The mini golf is included in your stay. There are other amenities that aren't upcharged, such as the laser tag and the alpine coaster, but the mini golf is included. Right next door to the mini golf is the gem mining, which is also a free activity that is included as part of your stay. The mini golf is self-serve, which makes it easy for planning. You can just kind of show up whenever you have the free time. It's a drop-in activity, I would say, and it's pretty fun to do. It's very unstructured, so you can take your time if it's not too busy, which fortunately for us, we came during a slow period, so we were able to each take our time during our turns hitting the golf ball. And also, most of the golf course is in a shaded area, so we went in the middle of the summer and we weren't in the scorching heat for the majority of the time that we were playing mini golf. Another cool thing about the campground is they have daily activities at the arts and crafts pavilions the entire day. I highly suggest you download the Yogi Bear Campground app because it will actually give you a 15-minute warning notification of what the next event is and what time it's happening, as well as its location. We did end up going to the glow party in the evening of day 2, which you will see coming up next, and it was thanks to the application that we knew when to arrive. As a parent, we all know that our kids tend to have a lot more energy than we do, so at the end of the day, it was really nice to be able to sit back and allow the campground to host activities for kids that help them burn some energy and allowed us parents to get a little bit of rest because we were absolutely exhausted after a day in the sun. As you can tell, our kids had a blast at the glow party, and they actually sell these glow sticks and swords there on the pavilion, and then you'll see in a second Yogi and Bobo come out and dance with the kids. Another fun activity we got to do was the rock painting. However, it is bring your own rock, so definitely pick up a rock on the way there. Otherwise, you'll be scrambling around looking for a rock last minute. Luckily, in the summer, the sun doesn't set till almost 9 o'clock, so we were able to visit the jumping pillows in the park at the end of day 2. We had so much fun on the jumping pillows. They were such a blast. And again, like I said, the kids still had some energy to burn off, so this was a great way to end the day, which was a really fun-packed day. And it didn't feel like we did as many activities as we got to, but I want to say it was really thanks to the fact that we had a golf cart, so we were not exhausted from walking from activity to activity. On day 3, or our final day at the campground, we decided we wanted to start off our morning with a hike to Lookout Tower. The hike is about 40 minutes, and on the way up it is very steep. So I do recommend that you pack a lot of water because you will get dehydrated.
So today is our checkout day from Yogi. We had a blast. We went to the splash pad, the pool, the Whibbit on the lake. We also did putt-putt golf, and now we are ending our vacation with a little bit of hiking.
I will say our daughters did surprise us on this hike. It was a very steep and strenuous hike on the way up to the Lookout Tower, and they did surprisingly well. There was a little bit of complaining here and there, but they made it all the way to the top without any help. We did end up having to carry them on the way down, but that wasn't that bad because it was all downhill. So they did pretty amazing. We're very proud of our little hikers. Once we reached the top of the mountain, we came across Lookout Tower. The tower is open to the public. We were able to climb to the very top and get a view of the scenery of all of the surrounding areas. This campground is located in the mountains of North Carolina, which is a very scenic area, so all the views were very beautiful all around the tower. Inside the tower is a winding staircase that leads all the way up to a roof deck where you can take pictures of all the surrounding mountains. Also along the way there are these cutouts so that you can actually go out and see the mountains from all the different angles of the tower, which was pretty cool. This was our family's first camping trip, and my biggest concern for this camping trip were the amenities. However, I was pleasantly surprised with the fact that there are very accessible amenities all throughout the campground. They have a shower bathroom combo throughout all of the different shower stations, so you don't really have to worry about giving up your comforts of home. You have hot running water, you can take a shower and refresh, so it makes it a lot more tolerable to be outside in the heat. Additionally, the camping option is the best option because it forces you to actually go out and do the activities because it can get uncomfortable and hot inside the tent throughout the day. We actually did not go into our tent at all as we were on the lake or doing some of the additional activities. So it helped keep us outdoors more and less indoors on TV or on our phones. Another cool thing is there is no signal. There is a little bit of Wi-Fi that you can access. You may want to bring your own hotspot if you're planning on working, or you'll have to work from where the pool area is. So it is a really good way to disconnect. You know, you're not checking your emails, you're not responding to your work calls. You can actually disconnect and enjoy quality time with your family. My biggest takeaway from this trip is that there are two ways to do this camping trip to make the most of it. One, you definitely want to get the golf cart, and two, you definitely want to use the Yogi Bear app. It will help you figure out what to do next, or if you are in a rut trying to figure out an activity, it will give you notifications on what the upcoming activity is.
All right, we have made it home. We had such a blast. We stayed there for 3 days and it was a lot of fun. All the activities were a blast. We spent most of our time in the water at the lake or at the pool in the splash pad, which was perfect because it was really hot. It's the middle of the summer, so we tried to stay in the water as much as we could. But overall, we had such a blast. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you guys are inspired to go to the campground yourselves as well. Definitely comment below what your favorite activity is if you do go there, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.